The work environment is no longer an office environment. Over the years, the office has become mundane, a thing of the past. Just like wearing dresses and suits on a Friday to work. There are more and more people seeking ways to cut down on their daily commute in an office. And what better way than telecommuting? Cutting down on overhead costs and maintenance upkeep saves revenues for a company. More companies should allow telecommuting. It is a cost-effective way to run a business. According to an article by Global Workplace, companies who allow employees to telecommute save on overhead expenses. These expenses can make the difference in a company's having more revenue to operate or limit their resources. Reducing overheads for lights, water, heating, and cooling of a building will save thousands of dollars each year alone because there will be no one in the office and the building in order to use those utilities, which will in turn save the company revenue and money. Another expense the company will save from is office supplies and paper. When there is no one in the office using machinery such as faxes, copy machines, and printers, and also the paper and purchasing paper, it will cause the revenue to increase as far as business-wise because the company will be saving money. There would also be no fees for maintenance on these machines, which will cause more savings for the company as well. When no employees are using paper and there's no documentation to be sent out, which will in turn use toner and printers and paper. Next, allowing employees to telecommute, the government gives incentives for these companies who allow telecommuting. One incentive is from the United States Environmental Protection Agency, which is also known as the EPA. This agency, which is EPA, gives a tax break to grow the economy and cleanse the environment by companies allowing their employees to telecommute. This saves on the employees having to commute back and forth to work, which in turn saves on help the environment and reduces 2,613 tons of emission each year, which will eliminate and reduce the number of people traveling into an office environment each day. Now you see how the government desires to help a company by allowing that allows telecommuting. Now let's look at other ways that it is cost effective for a business. Allowing employees to telecommute will reduce companies' turnover rates. There will be more employees coming in working for that company rather than wanting to find new employment. According to Forbes magazine, a satisfied and happy employee will be a productive employee. Working from home will save the employee time on roads, being and traffic. Employees who will not have to purchase clothing to wear. They can wear their pajamas and their slippers to work in, which will get them a better start and earlier starting time. Telecommuting will reduce the days an employee needs to be off with their family because they will already be at home. If there's a sick child, they will no longer have to leave work to care for that sick child because they will already be at home with that child to care for them. There will be a reduction in sick employees also because that sick employee will already be at home. There will be no need for that employee to have to leave work in order to go to the doctor. And better yet, that employee will not only be at home, but it will not be infecting the rest of the department. he or she works with, or the company employees in general. Having employees telecommute will allow longer hours for employees to work, which will benefit the company in increasing the revenues of that business. By a company allowing for longer hours and being flexible with those hours, then an employee can work instead of an 8-hour day shift. Employees can work on through the night and be able to generate more money for that company and for that business, which in turn would benefit that business and the company, which I feel is a very great incentive. In conclusion, telecommuting is the new traditional work environment, which no longer, with longer hours, can be worked, and companies save more because there's no overhead expenses or sick employees. What company wouldn't desire an employee to telecommute? It is a cost-effective way to run a business. Thank you.